Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In today's video I'm going to show you an Indiegogo project which is very similar to that of a Kickstarter project. It is called Iron Commando and Legend, which are two games for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Before I get started, I would like to let you know that I'm not endorsing this Indiegogo project and I'm not saying to not support this Indiegogo project. I'm simply bringing it to your attention. So they say it's a duo of fast-paced beat-em-up for the Super Nintendo. They're looking for $15,000 and they have raised so far as of this video $8,370 by 80 backers. There is 16 days left and currently they are 56% of their funding goal. So before we get into anything as well, I would like to let you know that these are not brand new games. These games already exist for the Super Nintendo. So if you can see here, Iron Commando is a Super Nintendo beat-em-up that was released back in 1995 in the Japan region only. Their developers, Arcade Zone, sold the full rights of this awesome video game title to us so we can localize it and release a NTSC and PAL version of this great game. Legend is a video game developed by Arcade Zone and released in the United States for the Super NES in April 1994. Now a very expensive cart runs over $100. Get it today for a fraction of the price. So these guys own the rights to the games. They are basically re-releasing them and localizing them, which is actually really cool. So they are technically authentic games. They are two games that are very expensive. I did a quick look online, so you can see here if you wanted Legend, it is running at $500 Canadian with $25 in shipping. It says near mint condition for this one. Looking at it, that is in pretty good, decent shape. So boxing game only, so no manual. And then if I look at another one here, complete in box. So this one is Canadian $406 with $21 in shipping. I'll look at another one here. This one is cheaper yet, $243 and $19 in shipping. This one's in rough shape. The game cart itself looks good, but the box and manual are rough. Again, that's very expensive for a Super Nintendo game. Now let's look at Iron Commando. The first one is SNES PAL in English, and that is $58.76. So I'm not sure if this is an authentic one or a repro, because the other video just said, or the other Indiegogo just mentioned here that, or Iron Commando, sorry. Yeah, it was just in Japan. So if this is in PAL in English, I'm a little confused at that, but that's okay. So I'm not sure if that's authentic. And here's the Japan version. It's a bundle, so this one's obviously going to be expensive because it's bundled with Castlevania 4. And this is $352. So these are very expensive games, to say the least. So what they're going to give you is $4 for a digital download. So you get a download key for either Iron Commando or Legend, a $7, which you get both, $45 plus shipping for a brand new authentic cart, $55, which is a much better option than the $45 one, in my opinion, because you get everything, including the manual and box. $75, you get both carts, or $75, which is still available. You get a special edition version, which is actually kind of cool. Oh, and a poster. $95, you get the complete in box SNES bundle, both Iron Commando and Legend, complete in box. So that's really cool. So from a collectability standpoint, these seem to be pretty rare to begin with, and I would say they would be pretty collectible. Are they worth $95 for both? Considering they're brand new games, I would say yes. $100 gets you, oh, the collector in box special edition. Oh, neat. Look at this. $100 gets you an SNES console and a game bundled in, complete in box. So if you don't have an SNES or you want a backup, that is really cool. All right, and I don't think that's the console there. That's the Retro Duo. Yeah, the console is right there on the left. For $120, you get the multi-cart, featuring both Iron Commando and Legend on one single cartridge. To be perfectly honest, I probably wouldn't do this tier, considering you can get special editions and complete in box. So you can get both games complete in box for $95, or for $120, which is more expensive, you just get a multi-cart. So you get one cart with 2 games on it, or complete in box for $95 of both games. So this one is a pretty good deal. For $125, you get the Retro Duo. Oh, that's cool. There will be a special color with the Iron Commando logo printed on the console celebrating this campaign. The Retro Duo is a portable handheld console to play on the go, and that's this right here. That is really cool. It actually kind of looks neat too. I like that. All right, now looking down here at the more expensive bundles, I would say these would be reserved for the big fans of the series, if you are, or if you're a big collector. Looking here, you get a special edition of Iron Commando, special edition of Legend, and the multi-cart. So that's really cool. It's out of my price range, but again, if you are a enthusiast, I'll say for the Super Nintendo, and a big-time collector, this might be up your alley. $6,000, you get a life-size arcade. Now that is really cool. Professionally made only for this campaign. So those are super unique, and that is really cool. Or for $10,000, you can get an arcade bundle. 2 arcades, one for Iron Commando and one for Legend. That's actually really cool. They're only making, so they're making 40 of either Iron Commando or Legends, and then 10 for the bundle. That's cool. And that's about it. So let's look up. I'll have a quick look at the games. Again, you can feel free, you can YouTube playthroughs of these games because they exist already. But you can see here it's just a standard beat 'em up, very similar to Final Fight or something like Streets of Rage. Motorcycle battles, battles in the woods, and then Legend. It's a medieval beat 'em up. It's a little slower paced than Iron Commando. Also a cool game. So that being said, I'm actually a big fan of this Indiegogo. I'm debating whether or not I want to do the digital bundle, which I'm not sure if it's just a ROM that they give you and you can play it with an emulator or how that's going to work. Or I might even do a cartridge, and I'd probably do a cartridge of Iron Commando, as it's, in my opinion, a much better game than Legend. But they're both good games. So that being said, feel free to check out this page. I'll leave a link in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me or reach out to the guys at Pico because they'll probably have a better answer than I will. That's all I've got for today. Thank you, everyone. Take care.